everybody, it's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to preview Man United versus Burnley, which will be played at Old Trafford tomorrow afternoon or so. We have some news though, Man United related news that we always like to dive into before the actual game. So let's get into the nitty gritty. But before we get into that, make sure that you give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. I subscribe as well. Still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen, shall we? Also, feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. Big up to Dwalumba, one of our mods. Hope you're doing well, Dwalumba. Big up to you. Yeah, Keyboard FC, Twitter FC. Let's talk. So, first big news. I woke up, you know, I wake up 6-ish here, Norway time. So the first thing I do, I check my phone, I go on Twitter and I see Rashford tweet. It's been tweeting. Okay. He responded. He basically replied to UTD Paradigm. It's I believe it's a Man United related, obviously Man United related Twitter account. Not many followers, but just that person was saying the way Marcus Rashford is being treated is absolutely disgusting. It's cruel. It's abuse. Then he responded with the reply says, I appreciate your support. It is abuse and has been for months. Enough is enough. Initially, when I saw this, I felt like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and discredit and say that he doesn't receive abuse because, yes, 100%, in a lot of cases, he doesn't receive abuse. But I do think we have to make sure that we know the line between what's abuse and what's also criticism, constructive criticism. Because what I do when I sometimes be, maybe calling Rashford, it's not what I do is like, I be using my platform. You can be tweeting. I never use foul language on player. I never name call them. At least I don't think I do. Definitely not. I'm not gonna be you piece of you little bleep. No, I don't do that. That's not the case. That to me, that's abuse. Or if you go to of course, as he is a person of color, if you then turn to speaking about the color of his skin, call him completely out of name, certain words, certain stuff, then that can be, of course, um, then linked with racist abuse, which 100% I do not agree with any type of abuse. I just think sometimes we do maybe throw the word abuse a bit too much. But the thing is, though, I don't think because I feel like I was watching the football terrace, like about maybe 2-3 hours ago now, and Terry raised, kind of an interesting thing. Obviously, when Rashford was talking, obviously, with the tweet, the abuse, it's not, I mean, it would make sense that it would be weird if the criticism would be the abuse, Because I don't think, like, would he really classify that as abuse? No, surely not. But anything else that he's been receiving, like lots of people be DMing these footballers and write some mad stuff like go and F yourself, go and do this. There's some mad stuff. That 100% is abuse. But criticizing somebody constructively, that is not abuse. So we do need to differentiate between those two things. But I think it's gone to the point where it's so toxic now for all parties involved. I think every time, like now with Rashford speaking out, there's been a lot this season. This season it has to be like the worst ever season, even worse than 2 seasons ago when we had Ragnick at the end of it after Ole got sacked, and it was a shambles. That was when Ronaldo was also there, whatnot. Varane and James Sancho's first season actually, but and then we felt like with Rashford his best ever season last season. It's just it's sad to see that he's completely shell of himself. It's two different people that we're watching at this very moment, and that is unfortunate, sad to see. I personally am thinking for everybody involved, probably not probably would be the best decision to leave in separate ways. You know, have him go to another club. I don't think he should stay within England. I personally do not want him to play for another English club. If he's gonna go and leave Man United, then I would prefer him to go outside of England. Maybe if you go to PSG, you do that. If you want to go to Italian club, you do that. If you want to go to La Liga, Barcelona, something, I don't know, you do that. If you want to go to Germany, Bayern, or something, I don't know, you do that. Dortmund, even. I don't think this is a trash player. He ain't. I keep something when I get pissed. I do sometimes be like, "Oh, you're trash. This is that." Obviously, that's not abuse. I don't think that's abuse, at least. But it's more so. I there is a player there. We do also need to remember that this is a guy that is not young anymore. He ain't young anymore. Okay, literally, Rashford is a grown ass man. He's grown. He's 26 years old. Will be 27. Okay, on Halloween. So he's still 26. Few more months left. So we do need to remember he ain't that young boy no more that made his debut 8 years ago against Midtjylland, a Danish side in the Europa League, where it's sad to see where did that boy go. I feel like he's lost the spark throughout the years. He's lost it, and that is what really sucks, especially when he's like supposed to be one of our own. But sometimes you just have to, and like Hojlund is saying, supposed to be in his prime. 100%, I agree. It shouldn't be this type of curve, like a downward spiral and an upward. No, it should be a bit more of a balance, a bit more of a consistency. But we haven't seen that, and that is the sad part. So for me, if we can cut ties, leave in amicable ways, terms, then we should do that, because I think the longer we still have him, the more toxic I think is gonna get. I don't want him to be, you know, he's been here, but from the academy with the first squad for 8 years, right? And been in the club, the academy for many, many years before that. He is local lad, one of our own, but sometimes stuff just doesn't work out. And I think if we get any good offer out there, I think we should say thank you and move on. But just don't let it be for another English club. I know there's been some Arsenal fans saying they would want him. I do not want to see him in an Arsenal shirt, even though I'm personally done with him and thinking he should move on. It still would sting a little. It still would be a bit, it doesn't feel right. So personally, I would want him to leave and go outside of England, but we have to wait and see. Pick up the people that are here. Pick up Dark Crow. Pick up to Ravi as well. Dark Crow said, ask why Sofia Rashford stays in England. I don't want him to go to another club in England. That's just me. Ravi said Rashford and a lot of the crew haven't been good, but yeah, Rashford not going to take United where they want to be. I fully agree. Big up Ed. Hope you're doing well. I do think Rashford and a lot of others are not interested or invested anymore in the way United are going, and would turn out maybe potentially. Big up it's threats, abuse, and talking on his family is where I cross the line, but anything else is fair game. That's abuse. All of it. When you start to talk about when you give any threats, racial, homophobic, any types of those type of religious slurs, any type of when in regards to that, that's abuse. Also, when people get death threats and all of that, abuse. Okay. Also, just Yeah, like a lot of that stuff. And talk about people families as well, you know, wishing death upon somebody's child, like that is madness. That's all of that abuse. But criticizing somebody's performance, saying that, you know what, in today's game you didn't show up, it's a bit frustrating, it's annoying. I don't, that's not abuse. But I can also understand if it feels like you're hearing it 50, like, you know, from everywhere, like it can get a bit much. I hear it, but I think also a lot of it, the thing is, there's something with, okay, maybe you're not being fully good here and there, but also we're not seeing the passion. Where did the passion go? I keep referring back to it, but that light, that spark that this guy had when he first broke through from the academy to the first team has been completely lost. And that's the sad part. Literally. It really is. Dark Horse Rashford just trying to divert us from his poor performances. Maybe. Maybe. I also think that he doesn't have proper PR team. He needs to get proper people that he can advise him. Because if I was him, I would just not even speak up. Because the thing is though, he often be saying the wrong things as well. Brother, let the talking be on the pitch. Showcase that you can get back there again. That's what I would do. Of course, sometimes you need to speak up whenever, you know, needs be. I get it. But it's like, and then with the whole Belfast club, there's been a couple of controversies already this season. It doesn't really help you out, my G. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's gotten too toxic. He should be leaving this by the end of the season, I think. Whether or not it will happen, I don't know, but it feels like he could be leaving. I don't know. I'm starting to get a feeling. Speaking of people leaving, we got, there's some transfers, outgoings. So, Mark Ogden tweeted, Varane and Anthony Martial will leave Man United as free agent this summer. I ain't gonna lie, the Varane one, that makes me sad. It's been here, what? It came in almost 3 years ago now, back in 2021. It's sad. It's sad. Might get us a, FA Cup trophy, maybe. Probably not, but you never know. But either way, it's a bit sad. Because there's been injuries there, of course, but I wouldn't mind having him one more season, but and having somebody like getting some other center backs and having them learn off of a Varane, I think would have been smart. But what are you going to do? In Martial, like the time is up, so we got to do what we got to do. Mark Ogden also tweeted, Christian Eriksen is attracting interest from Turkey and will be allowed to leave Man United for a fee with a year left on his contract. Would then be a direct profit? I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure because we got Eriksen on a free last year. It's a bit sad how I feel like he's just never been the same since his injury last season, and that's what's a bit sad there as well. But hey, Victor Lindelöf, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Scott McTominay, Harry Maguire, they're all out of contract in 2025. Could leave for suitable offers unless they're prepared to sign new contracts on reduced terms. That's also what Mark Ogden reported on. And lastly, or second to last, Casemiro is attracting interest from Saudi Arabia, while Man United will listen to offers for Jadon Sancho and Donny van de Beek. Voldemort is another who could leave if a club meets United's valuation of the forward. If you know, you know. We're not going to dwell on that. And then lastly, Man United do have headroom to add to the squad, but a net spend of 100 million pounds, I believe, is likely to be the limit of expenditure. I cannot move. Joking my words, but yeah. So will be a busy summer. Might not have. I don't know if we sell players properly, then maybe we can raise some funds. But would be looks to be lots of players leaving. Be interesting. Fabrizio Romano tweeted, this is about incomings, by the way. Tosin Adarabio, yeah, will leave Fulham as a free agent at the end of the season. He's already informed the club. Final decision has been made. I mean, Tosin has already been linked with Man United. I know he might have been also Spurs potentially, maybe Liverpool, but a player that's interesting. Ten Hag to Ajax. He's one of a three-man shortlist for the next Ajax manager alongside Graham Potter and Francesco Farioli of OGC Nice, reported by the Telegraph. So could Ten Hag maybe make a return to Ajax? I mean, they've never been the same ever since he's left. So they've sacked him for, manager after Ten Hag. It could happen. I think maybe why not? He can make them great again, potentially. And speaking of Ten Hag, this is now us moving a bit more into tomorrow's game. He actually banned reporters from the Sun, the Manchester Evening News, and the Mirror from asking questions during his pre-match press conference today. This was reported by Mail Sports. So, I mean, obviously, Luckhurst definitely feels like he's having a vendetta against Ten Hag, the way he's moving. But yeah, he was like, yeah, he definitely ain't rocking with the press in that country. No bueno. No bueno. Ed says, I'm sure the amount of stick he gets has upped dramatically in the last 4 years, but it's a lot easier to drown out the noise when you're banging in 30 goals than when you're stinking out the place. That's a good point. When's Stoney leaving? I don't know. Most likely, we'll see. We have been talking. We have been talking clear since last season. I'm tired. We have been talking. Huh. I know. I've been saying no buenos a lot. I know. I hear you, Tulum. I hear you. Keep getting the likes up, people. Keep getting the likes up. If you're watching this on a replay, make sure you like as well and comment down below. Let's move on to the team news. So, this looks to be the same squad, but Mason Mount will return to the squad, is what Eric Ten Hag confirmed earlier today on the press conference to preview the game. Rashford obviously missed Wednesday's encounter, joining Johnny Evans, Willie Cambuala, Victor Lindelöf, Malacia, Sandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, Varane, and Anthony Martial on the sidelines. Probably then. So yeah, he wouldn't be back then. Yeah. Casemiro has been filling in at centre back alongside Harry Maguire due to the lack of options in defense. Bruno Fernandes played with the bandaged hand. Yeah, because I think he broke his hand or his wrist and scored twice against the Blades after suffering an injury in a penalty shootout win over Coventry in the Emirates FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. So technically, Bruno was injured, but he still played, And he's actually, lately putting up the numbers. I just hope he can continue, which I think he probably will, but you never know. Ambat returned in midweek and came on as a late substitute. I feel so bad for this guy. He's definitely. I'm actually really glad it's a loan. Now that I think about it, glad that it's a loan so that we can just make sure we can clear paths quickly after the loan spell is done. Because this, I don't think I'm not gonna sit there and blame him fully, or I think he hasn't really been given a proper chance, but it is what it is. Under 18 striker Ethan Wheatley made his senior debut, with becoming our 250th academy graduate to play in the first team in the process. So he came in, I believe, in the 90th minute. So he got, about 4 minutes, now 9 minutes actually, since it was 9 minutes at a time in the last game against Sheffield. So hopefully he can, get some minutes again tomorrow against Burnley, potentially. You never know. And then Burnley's team news. So the Clarets are battling hard against relegation and have lost only one of their last 7 fixtures. What? That has to be the. Wait, what? Yeah, because they actually slapped up Sheffield United the last weekend. So who? or the weekend before that. No, last weekend was. Manager Vincent Kompany has revealed that striker Lyle Foster is fit, even though he came off during the convincing 4-1 victory at Sheffield United last weekend. Goalkeeper Arjanet Muric is also fine despite some concerns, and Luca Coleosho is close to returning from a knee injury. However, Amin Al-Dakil and Jordan Bayer, Aaron Ramsey, who is actually the brother of Jacob Ramsey, by the way, who plays for Villa, and Nathan Redman are all definitely ruled out. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. What's my predicted lineup for tomorrow? I think it's going to be basically the same team. Would Mason Mount instantly start? Probably not. I think they might ease him in just because he just came back again from an injury. So he'll probably be on the bench. The amount of injuries that this guy has had, that is mad. Already. I don't even know how many games. How many games has Mason Mount played this season? In all, like literally, Mason Mount, Man United. Like I want to know how many games. How many games? Stats. How many games? Why? Wait. It says last match. That's wrong. I want to know how many games he's played. That's what I want to know. Let me. Come on now. This is a joke, right? 12 appearances. In the Premier League is 12 appearances. 1 goal. FA Cup, 1 appearance. Carabao, no, Champions League, 2 appearances. Carabao Cup, oh my God, 2, 4, 5, 17 games this whole season. And that's not net. Oh my God. He's been in the starting 11 about 12% of. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. No. Then outside. I told. No. 12 game. Just in the league, we have 38 games. 17 games all season. And it's not like that's full 90 minutes. Some it's maybe just like 5, 6. The last few games it's been like 5, 6 minutes he's been coming on. So yeah, that signing, and he had the fact that he has the number 7 shirt, that hurts my soul. I ain't gonna lie. I told people I think he's overhyped for Chelsea. I think we should be going for other players. I was saying I'd rather have Madison come in. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, he doesn't earn 300. Hell no. Weekly wages, Man United. It's 250. Freaking hell, that's a lot. Looks to be 250. That actually hurts my soul. How? No. Mason Mount. That signing. I mean, we'll see how it goes next season. We need a new manager. We'll see. Will he fit? I don't even know. There's players that even that we did get will be leaving. Like I think with Anthony, he got to go, right? That's what I think at least. But yeah, what is my prediction? Score prediction? Yeah, our stats are horrendous, Willem. But I agree. The PR her. Blah. No. Either way, my prediction. I don't know why, but I feel like it's gonna be 3-1. It's not gonna be easy, like we always say. We're gonna make it difficult for ourselves. I almost want to say 2-1, but there's something in me that says 3-1 3-1 Man United against Burnley tomorrow. I just want to win. I want to win. But show me something. Our new technical director, Jason Wilcox, was saying, "Hey, I want you to play out from the back football." We were playing a little bit better last game against Sheffield United. Can we do better now against Burnley? I don't know. Ravi says 2-2 draw. Okay, that can happen. I hope it won't happen, but that can happen. As usual, we will struggle, rinse and repeat 100%. Let's be honest. I'm counting the games left. That is it. We have about what 4 games left, I think, or 3 games maybe after this one, potentially. When have we ever made it easy? Not many times. Pick up Seagulls. As I, Sofia, no defenders back as yet. Shaking my head. That defense is looking real shaky. It really is. I mean, Casemiro having another game where he plays as a center back. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta manage. Gotta manage. So if I'm saying it's gonna be 3-1, then I'm gonna say Bruno will score. But am I saying Bruno? You know, I'm gonna say Bruno will score. I'll say Bruno will score twice, and then Hojlund will score again. Hojlund will probably score the dagger. So Bruno will score the 2 first goals, and then Hojlund will score the dagger. McTominay potentially as well. Could happen. But that's my feeling. But then again, Maguire has been scoring as well lately from like set pieces. So that could happen as well. Seagulls is Burnley scored 2 at least, but I think we scored 3. 3-2 man. Now maybe. I just have a feeling it's gonna be 3-1. I don't know why. There's something that tells me. But if I didn't say the lineup, by the way, I think it's gonna be the same, like I said from last week. So Nana, Dallo, Casemiro, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka. I realized I wrote right Casemiro 2 times by mistake. Mainu, McTominay. That was the one I was gonna write. McTominay, Fernandez, Garnacho, Anthony Hojlund. Rashford will not be available as it seems to be right now. But I mean, Anthony didn't really look that good at all. I would prefer. The thing is, though, I wonder if he's gonna play. Ahmad came in the 53rd minute, so I'm wondering. Surely he should be starting him now, right? But the thing is, he probably won't. But he should. But will he? Is a different conversation for another day. Yeah, Eriksen, of course, I completely forgot. Eriksen started. He was looking a little bit. Yeah. Pick up Wolves. It's been a while since Burnley is different, graver than Sheffield United. They're seeing opportunity staying up. I hear it. I hear it. I just still have a feeling. Even though, to be fair, whenever we had the behind closed doors matches and we've been playing against Burnley, we actually lost some of them, but then we haven't had like everybody. But we still have obviously injuries, which a lot of teams have, obviously. But I'm gonna say 3-1, like I said, and that's gonna be that. Pick up to a Lumba. Yes. Like the video, people. Seriously, because YouTube, since the the fall all the way to now, YouTube is doing me dirty with the views. A lot of you guys sadly aren't getting notified with, when I'm live or when I posted content. So the views aren't there like it used to be before, which is unfortunate, but we're not giving up. We're going to continue. So I need your help with just simply liking, because when you like, you're then giving YouTube kind of like a thumbs up. Hey, I want to see more from her. I want to see more content from her. So make sure you recommend me more. That's what the like means. So like, subscribe as well, comment. Feel free to comment. Even if you're live here now, you're watching this live, comment after the video is done with your thoughts about tomorrow's game or the video in general. Maybe other stuff that you would like to see, anything like that. And if you've watched this on the replay, I would, of course, also love to hear your score prediction for tomorrow's game. I think we're going to end it here. A quick little 30 minutes or so preview. And I'll be back, of course, tomorrow, straight after the game, to do a reaction. I will also be on the football terrace right after that. So make sure that you show some love to your girl in the chat. Alright? Also, I do play Burnley, my 13 English game. Tote Bakio cows need rooting them. Okay, okay. Big up Seagull, yes, smash the legs. Right, as what's your thoughts on Casemiro? I mean, I think I said it in 2, 3 games ago that we get a proper offer for Saudi Arabia. I will say thank you for your service, but you gotta go. I still love him though. But hey, we're gonna end it here. See you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely time wherever you are in the world. And we're out. Glory, glory, Man United. E forza Inter.